you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me. What would you do if I told you you were beautiful? Would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I told y'all that I was back into my zone and feeling motivated. It is a great start to a Tuesday for the simple fact that I got up, as y'all can see, got myself together, went to the gym. Once I had my, and if y'all see water and stuff dripping, y'all saw my big puff. My hair is naturally curly. All I had in there was like Eco Styler gel to just give it some more definition. But as y'all can see, I got up, went to the gym first thing. My energy level at that time was a 0. So since May, today would have been my second day going back into the gym. Now I've done and maintained like walking, more so walking and jumping rope for at least like 45 minutes when I would work out at home, just so that it would not be a hard transition when I would get back into the gym. And I don't know if I said this on another vlog, but I like to work out in the morning. I feel like it energizes me throughout the day, helps set the tone for my attitude. That's also like time that I have to myself without the kids, especially being a single mom. So I felt good. It was a struggle. I was on the stair climber. I try to go for the things that give me the most challenge, and I was still feeling energized. And also, you guys, I'm intermittent fasting, so I have not broken my fast. That just means that, you know, what works for me is that majority of my time fasting is during my time of sleep. So I always like to work out on a fasted state. The only thing I may have is like my energy drink, and it's so low in calories that I've never broken my fast because of it. It's only 5 calories for the whole thing, and I know that I burn way more than that when I'm working out, so I don't too much stress on that. But as you guys can see, let me see, I'm still fasting, so it should be about to close soon, and it tells you the times in which you're burning fat. So the app, this is a Zero app. You can get the free version, which is what I have, so I'm back to doing that. A lot of times I try to be mindful of my eating patterns because I didn't grow up with the best eating habits. I just remember, oh, you can't get nothing to drink until you finish all your food, different things like that. And that was like why I used to have like a struggle even drinking water. Like, it's crazy how like the things that you experience in your childhood really can have an impact on your adult life. Like, now I tell my kids, eat until you're satisfied. Like, if Taylor's like, oh, I don't want that, I don't want to eat that, I'm like, I ain't gonna force you to eat it, but you have to try it before you can say you don't want it. Because a lot of times she's not familiar. She's been at school all day or whatever. So if I'm trying like a new recipe and she's just like, nah, I'm not for all that. But I have been noticing that she has been on her veggie and her fruit kick. And at one point in time, Jordan and Kason were the same way. Like, co-parenting, like, you really notice the difference because when they're with their fathers, it's a little bit different as far as like the things that they cook and make. And now that we're living down in the South, when we lived in Delaware, I used to fry a lot. Like, I'll be like, oh, you can't mess it up if it's fried. Now I don't fry anything. I'll put something in the air fryer, but I'm not adding like the extra oils and things like that that will give you extra calories. So I have also been trying to task myself with like different goals, things that wouldn't be too tedious or, you know, feel like I have more than enough on my plate. I definitely do, but still trying to do things that is going to set me up for success. So one of those things that I've been taking an interest in is books, but I'm like, when do I have time to sit there and hold a book? Y'all, look at my hair. Y'all, I am so not used to myself without like big hair or, you know, like my braids, but I'm just really trying to give myself a break on that. I really would like the fullness to come back on my hair, but I digress. But is into reading. I had the Libby app. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's an app that you connect your local library card to, and it'll allow you to check out audiobooks, books that you could read on your phone, your tablet, your devices, things like that. The only thing I didn't like about the Libby app is sometimes you are waiting behind like 65 other people just to get a book, especially if it's a popular book. So your girl went over to TikTok and found an app called Hoopla, and they have like an array of different books as well. I just linked my library card and I was able to check out some things. So reading is definitely something that I would like to make more time for. I started off the year very strong, especially with me being in my Bible study book club. We were reading some great books. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some things done this morning, and I'll bring you guys along with me as well, which is why I love doing as much as possible early in the morning. For me, whenever I get ready to break my fast, I go right into making my food. I like to have breakfast for my first meal, no matter what time of the day it is. For me, I always have like some type of eggs or egg whites, chicken sausage, which for 3, I believe these were only 90 calories if I'm not mistaken, and toast. And I use this pistachio spread to go on top of my toast. That's something extra. I was craving something sweet, so that's what I added to my toast. I do 16 to 18 hours of fasting every day. I usually have, well, it's supposed to be an 8-hour window, but because of how early I get up, I also go to bed super early. So I never really finish like having an 8-hour window to eat. I usually only have about 5 hours. Now, I don't deprive myself, and it's not always intentional that works. But if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat. I think that is very important to pay attention to your body. If you're feeling full, satisfied, you can stop eating. You don't have to always finish everything on your plate. And I like showing that to my kids. Like I said, being raised differently, and just knowing for myself, like you don't have to overeat. Like pay attention to your body. One thing I will say is my youngest tries to say that she's full so she can stop eating and then ask for a snack. Well, if you're full, you shouldn't be able to have a snack too. So that's another thing that I've noticed, and I try to.
Where'd you go? Oh, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like horizon. With you tonight is on an island. Yeah. It's about time I'm waking up. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you feel set up there and miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just another without you. So come close, I want you. Can I tell you something for what it's worth? If you having it, place on earth, take you there, I'll take you. Show you something, give you more than words. If you having it, place on
Video is to give you my 5 a.m. morning routine. I am a morning girly because it's very hard to get time to myself, for myself. You know, I really feel like in order to keep your cup full, you have to pour into yourself. And one of the ways that I pour into myself is by getting up as early as I possibly can. Now that the kids are back, I like to go to the gym. They open at 5. So they tend to start letting people in like around like 4:45. And my youngest has to be at the bus stop no later than 6:40 in the morning. So that gives me ample amount of time to do what I need to do in the gym. I typically am fasting, and I would say always, because I never eat that early in the day. I have recently gotten back to my intermittent fasting, and what that does for me is just make sure that while I am in the gym that I'm at my peak fat burning routine. Like I'm at the peak of like my fat burning time zone. And the way that I know where I am is by utilizing that app called Zero. I know that y'all might be thinking like, oh, so many apps. But for me, the way that I'm already having to remember certain things for myself and my household, an app is going to be like that alarm. It's going to let me know when I'm burning fat, when it's time for me to eat, when's the last time I did eat, so that I know that if I'm fasting, my goal is 16 hours and I start to get irritable or whatever, like, oh wow, it's been literally 19 hours once you get busy into a routine. Now, this was my second day back into the gym since the kids have been back home, because I wasn't able, again, I'm a morning girly, so my gym does not have like the kid camp available at early in the morning. It's only available in the afternoon. And the thing I like about early morning workouts is that I can get it done and over with. Usually, even if I don't go to the gym, if it's my rest day, something like that, by the time I'm done working, I'm exhausted. Like, I do better performance wise, everything, by going first thing in the morning. And that really helps me with my energy throughout the day. Like, I usually am not feeling tired, ready to crash until about 1 o'clock noonish or whatever. So for today, like I said, I intermittent fast. I'm going to show you guys the app that I use. It's called Zero. And it's saying that I'm in peak. I actually broke my fast early. I don't remember the time, but I know I didn't go for this long. So this is what it looks like. And actually, as a matter of fact, while I'm editing this video, I was showing this app earlier. So this is what it looks like. It's telling me that I'm still like in fat burning mode. I'm the type of person that I used to think to myself, like, I want to get the best workout in a shortest amount of time. So if I was working out for an hour, I want to see that I'm burning a lot of calories or whatever. However, now I'm just like, everything is going to count. So today my watch is saying that my workout was like, oops. Yeah, I'm just trying to show y'all here. So this is my stats, and I wear my watch every day just so that I could be accountable. Even if I don't wear my watch, which is very rare, like I even have, my arm is 10 from wearing my watch all the time. But if I do not have my watch on and I'll go to work out, I don't even feel good about myself. Like, if I can't see it, it didn't happen. So it's been times to like literally where I've done multiple workouts in a day. But yeah, for me, in my opinion, no matter what time you wake up or what time you want to become a gym girly, even if you choose to work out at home, like I've said in previous videos, the first couple of years that I was here in Georgia, I worked out from home. It wasn't until this past October that I started going to the gym by myself, and I didn't even have a routine. I was just like, okay, it's time to do something different. But no matter the time, pick a time, commit to it. You owe it to yourself to be consistent, and you will see the results. Like, I will plateau, go up and down, but I'm telling you, you will feel so good that you've made a goal for yourself and you stuck to it. It has really helped me become a better version for myself, because now my kids are talking about playing sports that they never discussed before. Like I mentioned before, my middle daughter, she's playing volleyball this year. So she told me right when school started, Mom, we have weight training. Like, I wish I would have gotten into that class. A lot of people that are in sports and things like that have gotten into the weight training class, and that's going to only help my performance. The fact that they're seeing me prioritize my health and wellness, like working out, that was not anything that I saw. So I had to start seeking those things once I became an adult, once I got from under my parents' roofs and stuff like that. But me getting ready to be 40 this year, I feel like I wish I would have started it younger. I wish that I would have taken on the steps to be like more consistent, so that would have been a routine. Even if I had days off, like, you get what I'm saying. Like, my brother, I have an older brother. He's almost 2 years older than me, and he was very good in high school football. Very well known. Schools were reaching out to him and everything. However, he was like, oh, I'll work out. And I'm like, no, you went to practice. When you play football, you went to practice. Outside of practice, you didn't do anything else to condition. Like, he's not active now. He's not by any means. He's a man, so he does physical labor for his job. But again, even having family members that were in sports and stuff like that, that was just not something that I could see myself saying, oh, let's go to the gym. It just didn't happen. Gym is the stair climber, just to get my heart rate up, things like that. And then to help me along with it, I had my Alani Nu. I am obsessed. Alani, if you want to send me some beverages, I won't be mad, okay? Like, I am obsessed with their drinks. Like, it is something that I could just grab in the store. I don't have to wait on it to be delivered. It's easy, it's convenient, and it doesn't give me like jitteries or anything like that. It gives me like a nice, what I feel like for me, I don't notice the energy. However, if I'm struggling, like I'm like, that Alani gonna have me like, for that time period. You get what I'm saying? Like, my whole mood changes once I have that energy drink. And I've had energy drinks that I'm like, why is my body temperature changing? Why am I itching? Like, why? And it's good. The kind that I recently tried was like the pink slush. Very good. It's not overly sweet. It has a mild strawberry taste to it. So that has 5 calories. And I know they're like, oh, well, how were you intermittent fasting and you had something that had calories? Because that is the thing. Like, usually when you're intermittent fasting, in order to not break your fast or have that interrupted, because you want your body to like go into like ketones and stuff like that, you want to make sure that you detoxed or eliminated all the foods that you've had from the night before. So 5 calories, I looked it up, y'all. I did my research. That fasting app gives you a lot of tips to make your fasting journey a success. So with that being said, 5 calories is not going to break my fast. And in addition to like reading more, that's also helped me get back to like my journaling, which helps me with self-reflection. Like, if I started off feeling like maybe I said something the wrong way, or, you know, just not having the best of day, it's a way to help me maintain my well-being. Just knowing that a bad moment does not have to ruin your whole day. So just jotting down like my thoughts or how I'm feeling ultimately helps me go back and like, yo, you was really tripping. And a lot of times that I'm tripping is because that time of the month is coming up. So the more that I'm aware, I'm like, would you have acted or reacted that way if it wasn't that time of the month? Like, pipe down, calm down. So these are things that have been helping me with my well-being, my peace of mind.